What's up, Wrestle Scope Nation? And whoa, hold on to your seats because what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind. Hello, viewers. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for daily updates on WWE Raw. And let me tell you something else. If you think you know what happened, you don't. Because what went down between Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Liv Morgan wasn't just drama, it was psychological warfare at its finest. I'm about to break down every single detail, every look, every gesture that WWE doesn't want you to notice. So hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell because Wrestle Scope is about to expose the truth. Let me take you back to Monday Night Raw. The arena is packed, the crowd is electric, and everyone is waiting to see what's going to happen in this absolute train wreck of a love triangle that's been developing for months. But here's what most people don't understand. This isn't just about a breakup. This isn't just about Dominik Mysterio choosing Liv Morgan over Rhea Ripley. This is about betrayal. This is about humiliation. And on Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley decided she wasn't going to take it anymore. Let me paint you a picture of what's been happening. For those of you who might be new to this saga, let me catch you up real quick, because you need to understand the history to appreciate the absolute savagery of what Rhea did. Rhea Ripley and Dominik Mysterio were the power couple of WWE. They were unstoppable. They dominated together. Rhea was mommy and Dominick was her loyal, well, let's be honest, he was her puppy. He did everything she said. He worshipped the ground she walked on. They were inseparable. Liv Morgan with her calculated plan to take everything from Rhea Ripley. First, she took the Women's World Championship. That wasn't enough for her. No. Liv wanted to take something even more precious from Rhea. She wanted to take Dominik Mysterio. And you know what the worst part is? She succeeded. Dominik Mysterio, the man who claimed to love her, who said she was her everything, who literally called her mommy in front of millions of people, he betrayed her. He turned his back on Rhea and ran straight into Liv Morgan's arms. The WWE Universe watched in shock as this relationship fell apart. We saw Rhea's heartbreak, we saw her rage, we saw her pain. And Dominick? He didn't care. He was too busy making out with Liv Morgan on national television. Now, most people would crumble after something like that. Most people would go into hiding, lick their wounds, and try to move on quietly. But Rhea Ripley is not most people. So here we are on Monday Night Raw. The tension in the arena is thick. You could cut it with a knife. Everyone knows that Rhea, Dominik, and Liv are all in the building. Everyone is wondering, what's going to happen? And then it happened. Rhea Ripley's music hits. The crowd erupts. Mommy's home, they're chanting. And out walks the Eradicator herself. But there's something different about her. There's this look in her eyes, this confidence, this swagger that tells you she's got something planned. But here's the thing that nobody expected. Rhea is holding a flower. Now, I know what you're thinking. A flower, really? That's not very intimidating. But oh, you would be so wrong. Because what Rhea Ripley did with that flower was the most disrespectful, most humiliating, most absolutely brutal psychological attack I have ever witnessed in WWE. Let me break down exactly what happened, moment by moment, because every single detail matters. Rhea walks down that ramp with the flower in her hand. The camera is following her. The commentary team is confused. Michael Cole is asking, what is Rhea Ripley doing with a flower? And that's when we see them. Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan are standing near the ring, probably thinking they're safe, probably thinking they can just enjoy their little relationship without consequences. Wrong. Rhea walks right up to them. The crowd is going insane. The chants are deafening. And Rhea, she just smiles. That evil, confident, I'm about to destroy your entire existence smile that only Rhea Ripley can pull off. She looks at Dominick. She looks at the flower. She looks at Liv Morgan. And then... But here's where it gets genius. Here's where Rhea shows she's not just a wrestler. She's a master of mind games. The flower isn't a peace offering. It's not a romantic gesture. It's a statement. You see, in that moment, Rhea was reminding everyone of what Dominick used to be. She was reminding him that he used to bring her flowers. He used to try to impress her. He used to do everything for her. And now he's standing there with Liv Morgan, looking like a complete fool. The look on Dominick's face, priceless. He didn't know what to do. Does he take the flower? Does he refuse it? Does he say something? He's frozen, completely paralyzed by the psychological warfare Rhea just unleashed on him. And Liv Morgan? Oh man, Liv Morgan looked terrified because in that moment she realized something very important. She might have Dominick now, but Rhea Ripley still owns his mind. She still has power over him, and no matter what Liv does, she'll always be second to the woman standing in front of her.
Now, let me tell you why this is genius and why WWE fans need to appreciate what Rhea just did. This wasn't about physical violence. Rhea could have attacked them. She could have thrown punches. She could have put Liv through a table or hit Dominic with a riptide, but she didn't. Why? Because Rhea understands something that very few wrestlers understand. Physical pain is temporary. Bruises heal. Injuries recover. But psychological damage? That lasts forever. By giving Dominic that flower in front of Liv Morgan, Rhea accomplished multiple things at once. First, she reminded Dominic of what he lost. She showed him that she's not broken, she's not destroyed, she's still mommy and she's still in control. That flower was a symbol of everything they had together and she just threw it in his face. Second, she planted seeds of doubt in Liv Morgan's mind. Now Liv is thinking, why did he look at her like that? Why did he hesitate? Does he still have feelings for Rhea? That's going to eat at Liv every single day. That doubt, that insecurity, that's going to destroy their relationship from the inside. Third, she showed the entire WWE universe that she's above the drama. She's not going to cry. She's not going to beg. She's going to troll them, humiliate them, and make them look like fools on international television. This is psychological warfare at its finest. This is Sun Tzu art of war level strategy, and Rhea Ripley just proved why she's one of the smartest competitors in WWE today. But here's what really gets me fired up about this whole situation. The audacity of Dominik Mysterio. This man had everything. He had the most dominant woman in WWE by his side. He had protection. He had status. He had a woman who genuinely cared about him and elevated his career. And what did he do? He threw it all away. For what? For Liv Morgan? Don't get me wrong, Liv is talented, Liv is a champion. But come on, Dominic downgraded, and he downgraded hard. And now he's standing there looking like a deer in headlights while his ex-girlfriend trolls him with a flower? How embarrassing is that? The WWE Universe needs to put some respect on Rhea Ripley's name right now, because what she did took courage, it took confidence, it took guts. After everything Dominic put her through, after the betrayal, after the humiliation of watching him kiss another woman on TV, Rhea could have disappeared. She could have taken time off. She could have let this break her. Instead, she came back stronger. She came back with a message, and that message is clear. You don't break Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley breaks you. Now, let's talk about the reactions, because the WWE Universe absolutely exploded after this moment. Social media went crazy. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every platform was flooded with reactions to what Rhea did. People were posting memes, clips, commentary, and let me tell you, the majority of fans are on Team Rhea. The chants in the arena were deafening. Mommy's better, mommy's better. The WWE Universe was letting Dominic know exactly what they thought of his decision. Even other WWE superstars were reacting to this. People backstage were talking about it. Commentary couldn't stop analyzing it. This became the biggest talking point of the entire show. But here's what's even more interesting. The look on Dominic's face told us everything we needed to know. He wasn't angry, he wasn't defiant, he looked guilty. He looked like a man who knows he made a mistake. And that's going to be so important going forward. Because now we have to ask the question, does Dominic regret his decision? Is he starting to realize that he gave up a queen for, well, let's just say a significant downgrade? And more importantly, what is Liv Morgan going to do now that she knows Rhea still has this power over him? This is where the story gets really interesting, folks. Liv Morgan has to be feeling some type of way right now. She worked so hard to get Dominic. She manipulated, she schemed, she plotted, and she finally got him. But now she's realizing that getting him and keeping him are two very different things. How can Liv compete with the memory of Rhea Ripley? How can she feel secure in this relationship knowing not one flower from Rhea was enough to make Dominic freeze up like that? How can she ever feel like she truly won when Rhea just demonstrated that she still owns Dominic's mind? The answer is, she can't. And that's the genius of what Rhea did. She didn't just troll Dominic. She didn't just embarrass Liv. She planted the seeds of destruction in their relationship. Now, every time Dominic looks at Liv, he's going to think about Rhea. Every time they have an argument, Rhea's name is going to come up. Every time things get tough, Dominic is going to remember what he had. Rhea Ripley just ensured that Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan's relationship is doomed, and she did it with nothing but a flower and that trademark confidence. Now, let me take a step back and put this in historical context, because what Rhea did here is part of a long tradition of legendary WWE mind games. Think about it. The greatest superstars in WWE history have always understood that wrestling is about more than just physical combat. It's about getting in your opponent's head. The Undertaker made an entire career out of psychological warfare. His entrance alone was designed to intimidate opponents before the match even started. Shawn Michaels knew how to push buttons and manipulate emotions better than almost anyone. The Rock could destroy you with words before he ever laid a hand on you. Stone Cold Steve Austin's entire persona was built on the psychological dominance of not caring about authority or consequences. Triple H has spent decades proving that the Cerebral Assassin moniker is real, using mind games to maintain his position at the top. And now, Rhea Ripley has joined that elite list. She's shown that she understands psychology, she understands manipulation, and she understands how to win without even throwing a punch. This moment with the flower is going to be remembered. People are going to look back on this and talk about it as one of the most savage, most clever moments in recent WWE history. But let's also talk about what this means for the women's division. For years, people criticized women's wrestling. They said it wasn't taken seriously. They said the stories weren't compelling. They said the women couldn't carry storylines. Wrong. Completely wrong. The storyline between Rhea, Liv, and Dominic has been one of the most talked about, most engaging, most compelling storylines in all of WWE. Men, women, casual fans, hardcore fans, everyone is invested in the story. And it's because of